While you may not have anticipated that your friendly game of Magic the Gathering could be more aptly described as a 3-hour passive-aggressive snooze fest, some of these one-man couch hockey all-stars seem intent on making it so. Welcome to Stax 101. The name Stax has a rich and meaningful history that I simply could not give a fuck about, but it broadly refers to a resource denial game plan that seeks to impose taxes on normal game actions, force players to sacrifice their permanents, or prevent their permanents from doing anything but leaving them on the board in a cruel half-life, eternally mocking the funny thing you could have done if your lands untapped when they were supposed to, Gregory. Now, much like ogres, onions, and your unresolved daddy issues, Stax has layers. Some of these are appropriate for casual gameplay, and some of them aren't. We will start with the mildest of Stax pieces, which are taxes that you can afford to ignore. These pieces will present your opponent with a tax to pay, but not paying it won't hurt them directly. Instead, it will provide you with additional value that you will then use to hurt your opponents immediately after. The most annoying part of these cards is how many times you need to ask, are you paying the one? But if anybody pushes back on these as too much stacks, they could probably do with a few extra hardships in life, and I think it's your job to hand them out. The next layer of Stax hell is the brand name IRS stuff, taxes that you are required to pay. These cards typically impose additional costs before important game actions can happen at all, slowing down how quickly you can attack people, cast permanents, or feel anything approaching joy. Now, most people won't begrudge you one or two of these, but as soon as you reveal that your deck is based around them, your table is liable to reveal a foot wedged approximately 3 nautical miles up your ass. Proceed with caution. But as the true Stax connoisseur knows, the heart of the strategy is in the cards that say, no, you can't do that. These cards might prevent you from casting certain types of spells. They might prevent you from using the abilities of permanents. They might prevent you from untapping those permanents, or they might prevent you from having permanents in the first place. Whatever your preferred flavor of bullying, it's important to keep in mind that a common reason people choose to play casually is to focus in on a theme that might not be competitively viable, and their willingness to put up with your Stax fuckery usually ends where that theme begins. More broadly, playing at the casual level is already a tacit agreement to slow down gameplay for the sake of a good time. And if your idea of a good time is to pull the brakes on that with an army of can't cards, don't be surprised when they pull the brakes on being your friend. 1 or 2 is fine though. Don't be so fucking precious about your decks not going off every game. Jesus Christ.